Join us for our first day at Trailblazers. Today we were just doing the warm-up tests, Prelim 7 and Novice 24, and I started off a bit early, gave her some love in the stable and gave her socks a wash because they were a bit grubby before popping her back in bed with her breakfast. And then we went to go get something to eat ourselves. All these cakes and pastries looked so delicious and I really wanted some, but it was a bit too early. We were lucky our tests weren't first thing in the morning, so we were quite chilled out this morning, and then I started getting her ready. I decided to plat her up outside because it was just slightly less dusty where people were starting to arrive and bed down stables and stuff. So then I hot clothed her, and we've been using the Tours Equestrian stuff, which just smells delicious. And it's been making her really shiny, especially on dull days. And then we tacked her up and took her over to the warm-up, and she was just going so beautifully, and she wasn't bothered by any of the things that she should have spooked at or could have spooked at. And then we took her down to the arena for her test. I didn't warm up too much because the surface in that indoor was a bit hard, and then she's strutting down the hill. She was a bit nervous and a little bit tense, but I fully expected that, and she still did a really lovely test. And then I popped her cold boots on whilst we had a little bit of a break in between tests, and I had to hide in the car from the rain that came down, so we tacked her up in her stable, and she actually managed to come 7th in her prelim class, so we went up to the prize giving before we had to head down and warm up for our novice test. And this is the arena we'd managed to ride in the night before, so she was really chilled in there and not bothered by the speakers today. And then she walked into this arena like she owned the place. She was not bothered by the flags or the banners, and I thought she gave a really nice test. And then we were waiting for the scores, and she actually managed to come 10th in her novice class, which I was surprised by because there were quite a lot of people in the class. So I was really proud of her. And if you want to see how we got on the Friday and the Saturday, you'll have to give us a follow. And then she had a quick wash off and a hand graze, and then she got tucked into bed and we went to go watch the masterclass that was on. Thanks.